Hey, this is Jamie back again with another informational video from PricedRightSales.com. We get a lot of questions and issues regarding mid-range speakers and installation and settings and different things like that. We want to take this episode and kind of go over the different ins and outs of choosing the right speaker for you and what's best for your application to eliminate problems, answer the questions and things like that. In front of me you're going to see a range of just random mid-range speakers that I picked that we sell, and over here you're going to have your standard coax speaker. So a lot of people jump online, go to speakers, see mid-range speakers, and they claim they handle all this power. They think they're going to install them. They're going to be a lot louder. And they order them, get them installed, and it's not anything like they expected. So when you go to into your vehicle and are replacing your standard door speaker, it's going to look a lot like this coaxial speaker. This is a full range speaker that has, this is actually a four-way right here, a four-way 6x9. The tweeters in the center handle the higher frequencies. Behind here, which it would be called the woofer, that handles the lower frequencies, gives you a full spectrum of sound. A speaker like this is designed to handle the full spectrum of sound down to, depending on the speaker, is down to as low as around 30 hertz and above. With that being said, you can go in online, go to your favorite brand, of speaker, pick any coaxial speaker, as long as it, is the right depth, and is the power handling that you're looking for, replace in your door, and probably never have an issue. If you're amplifying your factory system, it's much more important to find a speaker that's going to handle the correct power that your amplifier is putting out. But when it comes to a factory radio, pretty much any of them will work. Not always does more power mean louder speaker. If you go get a speaker that's going to handle 150, 200 watts RMS, and you only have a factory radio that puts out 20 watts RMS, in most cases, it's going to actually be, not as loud as if you go get a cheaper speaker that handles less power, because the speaker is actually getting the power it needs to function. So that's a common misconception, which gets us into our mid-range speakers. Since you go online, a lot of these, say they'll handle 400 watts RMS or whatever. People instantly are drawn to these. They don't understand the difference between a mid-range and a coaxial. If you look in the center of all these, they're going to have a bullet type shape, or this one has a solid cone, for instance. They are only designed for mid-range frequencies or low range frequencies. So what that means is they're not going to have a tweeter that carries the higher range frequencies that you need for a full spectrum of sound. So these are meant to run with a crossover of some sort and a separate tweeter to get that full spectrum of sound. These are really designed for a system that has an aftermarket amplifier that's going to have the correct power, and also a system that needs something of this caliber. The mid-range speakers, you're going to see the different types of outer surrounds. If you look, this one has a smooth, flat outer surround. This speaker is not going to move in and out like a subwoofer or anything. I mean, visually, with the correct power and frequency going to the speaker, you're not going to see the cone move at all. With the right power and frequency, it will still, though, be extremely loud. You will not get the high frequencies that you would from a coax speaker. This speaker is designed to run from about 350 hertz up to about 13,000 hertz. So that is the frequency that requires. Something like this, you're going to have a little bit lower of a frequency. You kind of see the accordion type surround. It's going to move in and out a little bit more than this speaker right here. However, it's still not designed to do what the coax does. This is going to play from about 120 hertz up to about 12,000 hertz on this particular speaker. This is the same thing. You will see on the back of this, the magnet's much smaller. This is what they call a neo magnet. A lot of people use that. It's going to be more efficient. It's going to be easier to install in some applications where you don't have room for a big magnet like that. But this speaker there again, this one actually even plays a little bit lower. It plays from about 100 hertz on up. And then you get into something like this as an 8-inch, which this is one of my favorite mid-range speakers. This is a Sirwin Vega Stroker series mid-range, expensive but very nice speaker. This has a huge magnet on the back, so you got to make sure you have the room for that. But this is going to play from about 98 hertz up to about the 12 to 13,000 hertz range. But that being said, frequency, your factory radio is designed to play a full range of frequency to the speaker, even if you have an aftermarket radio. So without an amplifier, you're in most cases not able to control the low frequencies that are getting sent to these speakers. So you're going to have frequencies from your song that are in the 30 to 40 hertz range getting pushed to these speakers, which are going to make that cone want to go in and out like a subwoofer, if you want to think of it in that way, which these are not designed to do. They don't have the travel in the cone area that a normal coaxial speaker does. So therefore it distorts, it can't extend like a normal subwoofer, which in turn ends up burning the voice coils or hurting the speaker in some way, shape, or form. So when you get these speakers, throw them in your car, crank up the radio, and they don't have the right frequencies, they're not going to last, but maybe a couple minutes to a couple weeks if not set properly. So it's very important that you understand what you're looking for. If you have an amplifier, there is a setting on it called a high pass frequency. This is where a mid-range becomes very beneficial. It starts, the setting on the amplifier for the high pass filter basically lets you adjust the minimum frequency that gets sent to that speaker. So for instance, this speaker can handle 350 hertz and above. You're going to set that high pass filter anywhere from 350 to 400 hertz. So nothing below that frequency gets sent to this speaker. And that gives the speaker the ability to do the job that it's intended for. You can crank the speaker up to play very loud and not hurt anything internally inside the speaker as far as the voice coil and such. So there again, on this, it's going to be very similar, just different type of surround. It's going to play a lower frequency. When choosing mid-range speakers, it's very important to know what frequency your subwoofer also plays. Most subwoofers cut off around 80 hertz, some 100. So it's good to have a mid-range speaker that picks up from that frequency and fills in that sound until you get up to the higher frequencies where your tweeter will take over. This is a great display of the different types of speakers that are offered. One thing, if you visit our website, pricedrightsales.com, if you have any questions, there's contact us. You can give us a call. You can message us. We are always more than happy to help. We'd rather have you get the right thing to begin with than get the wrong thing and be upset with us or be upset with the product when you can get a nice sounding system from the get-go. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it answered any questions you may have. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in to Priced Right Sales.